Hi, I'm Terry Penner,
And I'm Dan Weimer.
and we are Simply Seymour. Today we have Jason Miller here with us, and he's going to talk about Apple Butter Day. And tell us a little bit about your event, Jason.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you so much for having me. We're excited. I'm excited to talk about it. Actually, we've been doing this for 32 years now, and it's coming up this coming Saturday. And it's actually a great time to talk about it because obviously we're recording this beforehand. But tonight we're going to be getting together as a church like we do every year, and we'll be cutting up the apples and prepping for tomorrow. And then tomorrow we'll be starting at 5:30 in the morning, and we make all the apple butter in copper kettles over open fires, and we'll be doing that all day. Basically, the whole church gets together, and we make it all day. We'll be doing about 175 gallons, give or take.
Oh my gosh,
So
that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. It really
That's a
is.
whole lot of apple butter right there, Jason. Yeah.
How many
Cheers.
apples does it take to do that?
Oh, I don't know. It's a few bushels.
I would think so. Yeah. What kind of apples did they use?
Not really sure.
No,
Really good ones. Really good
really
ones.
good ones.
Good
yeah. They
apples.
come from northern Missouri, so
Yes, of course
well,
they're good.
yes.
And you've got a lot of other stuff going on that day
Yeah.
too.
So it basically started out as a rummage sale, actually. It started 32 rummage sale, and then a couple years later, they added the apple butter to it. And then it's kind of evolved now, and it still is a fundraiser, so I want everybody to know that. But we really do it just to meet people. And we have a lot of friends, a lot of neighbors, and we're 3 miles east of Seymour, and we love to get them out there. And of course, it's very family friendly, and we love to have a good time with them. And of course, 100% of the proceeds still goes to the school to operate it, but it is it's evolved into much more than just a fundraiser for the school. And we have people coming from Texas,
Wow.
Colorado, Iowa, Minnesota. I mean, they come from all
Yeah.
over and regularly too. And so that's great. I mean, that of course brings us a lot of joy just to be able to do that. And then, yes, during the day, we have things like we have a free kids barrel train ride, and we have chicken barbecue. We have
Yum.
yeah.
I've
is
done
really
breakfast there too in
Yes,
the
we
morning.
have
Yeah.
breakfast. I'm
Yeah.
glad you reminded me of that. Pancakes and sausage in the
Yep.
morning. And this is something like at 3:30 in the morning, there'll actually be a lady from our church that she'll start making homemade donuts. And so we'll start selling them right away. And then there's another lady comes at, I don't know, I think maybe like 5 or 5:30, makes cinnamon rolls. And we have hundreds of
You're
homemade
speaking
bread.
Dan's love language
Oh,
here.
yeah, I'm a foodie. I've been going to Apple Butter Day for
Have you really?
for 30
Okay.
years.
Oh,
I've
that's
got the
awesome.
newspaper in town, so I pretend I'm covering your event. But really, what I do is I come out and
Research.
eat and buy pies. I bought pies there before. All kinds of baked goods.
Yes.
You want to get there early. I'm going to give a tip.
Yep.
You want to get there early in the morning, folks, because it gets bought fast.
Absolutely.
And as you mentioned, it's a great cause. It's for the Ozark Mennonite School. Isn't that the name of the school?
Yes,
and,
it is.
And how many students do you have there, Jason?
So we have about 70 students
Okay.
and 6 classroom teachers. So
Okay. And it's a full all the way through the 12th grade. So
well, yeah. So like it really goes through 10th grade, and then we
Okay.
help our students go through. We're just not quite big enough, but we do help them go through 12th grade.
Okay.
So-
Excellent.
Okay.
But that is a primary reason.
Sure.
Like I said, we have it, and it all goes towards the school, and
I know it's this event has grown immensely. When I first came to Seymour, the event was 4 or 5 years old, and it's 5 times as
Yeah,
big as it used to
right.
be. It's really something. It's hard to find a parking spot.
yeah,
even.
it is. Yeah.
So that's why I'm encouraging people to come early. Mm-hmm. And then for props, you also, while at the scene, people can watch. Aren't there some apple butter batches
Yes.
being made
Yeah,
during the
we
day?
actually have a copper kettle there with apple butter being made during the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. And a cider press. So we have an old fashioned cider press. So we'll make the couple days before we'll make cider.
Yeah.
And then actually we'll do the old fashioned cider press and we'll sell it right there.
Right.
And we have that old. Well, it's switched up a little bit, but we make homemade ice cream. It's ran by like an old Farmall tractor or something, so it's kind
Yep.
of cool.
And also a big push too as a foodie here. the chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
That's good stuff for lunch. You have like 2 meal choices, or
We
you
do.
used to.
Yes,
And
still do.
okay, see,
Yep.
See?
Chicken noodle
I know
soup
you're
line.
lit.
Yeah. Chicken noodle soup line
Dan
and
usually
barbecue
goes
line.
through both of them.
Yes.
He gets the
Oh,
barbecue
yeah, I ate
and
twice.
the chicken noodle soup. Yeah.
Well-
and it looks like you have quilts and crafts
Yes.
too.
Yes.
So will that be in the indoor auction, or did they just sell those?
So a lot of that stuff will be available during the day.
Uh-huh.
But then the bigger items always 1:30 we have the benefit
Right.
auction, and the bigger stuff will sell then. So and yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of the stuff there will be made from our church. The quilts always are made by the ladies from our church, and then the shop class, actually the high school shop class, will generally have like bookcases and furniture like that.
Very
too.
nice.
So-
Awesome.
And to give an example, Jace, just of how big this event really is, ballparkish, what does the event raise every year? I know it's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, this event raises thousands and thousands of dollars.
So so we raise roughly between 45 and 55,000. That's kind of where we've been
Wow.
at for the last few years. So yeah, it's a great blessing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It really is. Like that's kind of the icing on the cake. And I keep saying it's a benefit, but I really want people to know like we just love having people there. Like
Oh,
it is
yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of fun just to have people there. And
Well, and everybody loves stuff like this in the fall. They love,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know, fall activities and the apple butter, which you also brought a jar with you, which it's my favorite. It's that dark brown apple butter, my favorite kind. So
yeah, we're gonna probably arm wrestle over this, Terry.
Yeah,
you just
I know.
brought one.
I know
you guys
it's mine,
show
Dan.
up. I'll be sure to get you each one.
I think it's mine,
when
Dan.
you show up. So that's yeah. There's different ways to make that, of course, but I don't know. You could probably never change our recipe.
But
because
one of the
it's
things that
been-
you do is you can taste it there. That's one
Yes,
of the things you've done
absolutely.
for years.
With homemade
on
bread.
homemade bread. Yes, I was
Oh,
getting ready to
yeah.
push that. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, fantastic. Do you have anything else you want to share about it, Jason?
I don't. No, I'm just so happy you guys.
Well,
What time does it start? Saturday.
Yeah. So it starts to breakfast.
breakfast
Actually,
is 7.
7
and
o'clock.
looks like it goes from 7 to 9, and then lunch is 10 to 1, and then the indoor auction is at 1:30. And we'll put this flyer at the end so you can see that as well too, with all the information on that and who to contact if you have any questions too. Well, thanks so much
Hey,
for
thank
coming in,
you.
Jason.
Thank you,
We
Jason.
appreciate it, and
you.
have a great turnout this weekend.
Well, thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.